For years, the city of Portland on the west coast of the United States was known for its counterculture, a place of weirdness and creativity. TV shows poked fun at it, and residents took pride in being different. But today, a growing number of Portlanders aren't laughing anymore. They see a once great city in decline, made dangerous and unlivable by a devastating epidemic of crime, drug abuse, homelessness, and mental illness. Portland, once known for its progressive policies and vibrant community, is now facing a crisis that threatens to undo years of growth and development. Homicide rates have skyrocketed, reaching a record high of 55 in 2021, a significant increase from the previous year's 35. The city is grappling with homelessness, drug abuse, and crime, leaving residents wondering if their beloved city will ever be the same again. As Portland's reputation deteriorates, many residents are calling for change, but there seems to be no clear solution in sight. Some argue that the city's progressive policies are to blame, attracting drug users, criminals, and the homeless. Others point to a lack of affordable housing and access to mental health services as the root of the problem. The once vibrant city is now plagued by a general sense of unease, and Portland residents are left wondering if their city will ever recover. Will it continue to spiral into decline, or can it be saved? It's clear that something needs to be done to address these issues, but until then, Portland residents are left to grapple with the stark reality of their city's crisis. With no easy answers, the fate of Portland hangs in the balance. Will the city overcome these challenges and regain its reputation as a progressive and livable city, or will it continue down a path of decline? Only time will tell. Community journalists in Portland have been documenting the decline of the city. Their cameras capture scenes of public drug abuse, addicts sprawled on the sidewalks, tent encampments on many street corners, and fires burning along the roadways. What was once one of America's most beautiful and livable cities is slowly being destroyed. Drug and alcohol counselor Kevin Dahlgren is trying to help the city's addicts. He believes at least some officials are okay with what's happened to the city. How could they not be okay with it for as long as this has gone on? Dahlgren asked. Every day we walk past these camps, we see people languishing and dying on the streets. That is not okay. Every year we say this is a state of emergency, right? But who here is treating it like a true state of emergency? Subscribe for more content like this. Dahlgren says activists erect empty tents to attract more tents, making his job 10 times harder. Portland has become a mecca for addicts and drug dealers who have migrated there from across the country to take advantage of weak drug laws. Drug cartels are also believed to be operating in the city. One pill of fentanyl can be as cheap as $1. After rioting over George Floyd's death resulted in the destruction of large swaths of Portland in 2020, Mayor Ted Wheeler thanked the rioters before he was hit with tear gas. Things got worse for the city when Oregon voters approved Measure 110. It decriminalized possession of small amounts of drugs, making it a health care issue, not a crime. Police officials say it's led to a huge increase in the amount of drugs on the streets, followed by a surge in crime. Now, 79% of the businesses surveyed in Portland report being victims of vandalism or break-ins, and 19% have been vandalized at least 5 times. Walmart and Cracker Barrel are part of a wave of businesses fleeing the city. More than 2,600 downtown businesses have also left. Portland's social experiment, this progressive experiment, has gone colossally bad. Portland is like Candyland for car thieves, says Nick Haas, founder of Guardians Theft Recovery, a community-based group that has helped recover more than 700 stolen vehicles. Lax laws against car theft have turned the crime into a growth industry in Portland. 1 out of every 2 police stops in the city involves a stolen car. Portland was once a family town, a good place to bring up children. But today, a viral video on Twitter shows a junkie using drugs in front of a child. I feel like we've invited people to come to our city to kill themselves, says Portland photographer Michelle Ghost. We're helping people stay alive just long enough to die on our streets. As Portland struggles to cope with its mounting problems, one thing is clear. The progressive experiment has failed. It's time for a change before it's too late. Homicide rates have also increased significantly in Portland, with a record high of 55 homicides in 2021, compared to 35 the previous year. Many Portland residents are calling for change, but there doesn't seem to be a clear solution in sight. Some blame the city's progressive policies for creating an environment that attracts drug users, criminals, and the homeless. Others argue that the root of the problem is a lack of affordable housing and access to mental health services. Regardless of the cause, the reality is that Portland has become a city in crisis, with a reputation that is rapidly deteriorating. The once vibrant and livable city is now plagued by drug abuse, homelessness, crime, and a general sense of unease. It's clear that something needs to be done to address these issues, but until then, Portland residents are left to wonder whether their city will ever be the same again. Will it continue to spiral into decline, or can it be saved? Only time will tell. In conclusion, Portland is facing a crisis that has left its residents feeling uneasy and worried about the future of their once vibrant city. The increase in homicides and the rise in drug abuse and homelessness have tarnished the city's reputation and left many wondering what can be done to turn things around. While some blame progressive policies, others point to a lack of affordable housing and access to mental health services as the root of the problem. Whatever the cause, one thing is clear: Portland needs help. It remains to be seen whether the city can overcome these challenges and emerge stronger, or if it will continue to spiral into decline. Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure: change is needed, and it's needed now. Thanks for watching. Subscribe our channel for authenticity.